Hello and welcome to another ADAS calibration video. My name is Brian and I'm with SmartSafe's Technical Support and Training Group. Today we have a 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe and we'll be calibrating the front vehicle camera, or FVC, and we'll be using our ADAS mobile platform to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. So with the VCI plugged in and the key is in position 2, we'll go ahead and select our ADAS calibration. Our VCI is connecting with the vehicle. Okay, and we'll go ahead and start with our scan. So we'll scan the vehicle first. And currently the vehicle does not have any DTC codes, but we'll go ahead and move forward as if we are. Let's say if the glass were just replaced and we need to calibrate that front camera. So we'll run the scan and then we'll go ahead and initiate a pre-repair report just so we have a baseline of the vehicle. So I'm creating the pre-repair report, save it, and then now we'll go ahead and start the calibration steps. So we'll select on ADAS calibration function and then select on LDW front camera calibration. So our first step, we're going to go ahead and select the ADAS mobile platform, and we'll go ahead and look for our center point using our plumb bob. Starting with the front of our vehicle, we're going to go ahead and determine point A of our center line. So we'll place our plumb bob at the center point here and get that point A set here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and move to the rear of the vehicle. Moving over to the rear of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and set our point B on the center line. So we'll find center here using our windshield wiper blade and center of the H. And then we'll go ahead and place our 5-line laser. Flip that on. Set that right at the X point. We'll take our auxiliary mirror and look for the reflector at the front of the vehicle, which is our point A. Okay, found our point A, and we'll go back to the front of the vehicle and take our measurements from there. The next step is to find 2 points on the center line, point C1 and point C2. And those measurements are going to be 100 millimeters from our A point and 1200 millimeters at our C2 point. So I'll go ahead and remove our reflector, and then we'll go ahead and look for our line here. And we'll start by measuring 100 millimeters. Which is right about here, and then we'll just look for our laser. So right about there. So that's our point C1, and then we need to be 1200 from the center, from point A that is. Oops, I move the marker a little bit there. And then I'm going to look for 1200 here and place our second marker. Okay. So now we have our 2 points. Our next step is to go ahead and move our stand to point C1. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, our next step is to go ahead and position the ADAS mobile frame. So we'll go ahead and move it to our point C1, and we'll turn on our cross laser here, and we'll get it right up at the 100 millimeter mark. And we'll go ahead and level out the frame. We have 2 bubble indicators here on top, and they look actually pretty good right now, so we'll go ahead and leave it as is. We'll just get this centered up, and we should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next step. We'll fine tune that center, and now we'll go ahead and lock down our position. And the next thing we'll do is we'll raise our target frame up to the 14-15 millimeters. So we'll turn on our height laser there, and this one's a manual crank, so we'll just go ahead and crank this up. And we just want to be extra careful that we don't move it too much, but we'll go ahead and recheck our position again once we get to the height. All right, so we're at 14-15. Now go ahead and just make sure that we're still centered. And we might have moved a little bit here, so we'll go ahead and just straighten that up. And get us locked down again. All right, and then confirming our height again at 14-15. We'll move on to the next step. Next, we're going to go ahead and place our target on the frame, which is the LAM0109. So we'll go ahead and turn off our cross laser, and we'll go ahead and remove that. And we'll grab our target, place it in position. Okay, got that locked in position, and we'll go ahead and calibrate. Okay, with our target in its first position, we'll go ahead and hit the calibrate button. Okay, we've got a success, so we'll go ahead and move the target now to our second position. So we're going to go ahead and move the target in the mobile frame to position 2, or C2, on the center line. And we already have that set, so we'll go ahead and move that back here. This is at 1200 millimeters. And then we're going to go ahead and recenter, so remove our target here. And we'll put back our cross laser and make sure that we get lined up again properly. Looks about right. So we'll go ahead and lock down our casters. And we can make a fine-tune adjustment just so that we're dead on. And we'll go ahead and check our levels. We look good there. We'll check our height. We're still good there. So we'll go ahead and replace our target back on the stand. So turn off our center laser again. Reposition our target. Okay, and we're ready for the second calibration. Now that we have our target set up in the C2 or second position, I'm going to stand back here behind the camera line and go ahead and press the calibrate button. And we have a successful completion on the calibration, so I'll hit OK. We'll save the ADAS report so that we can create our post repair. Get that saved. We'll run another scan to make sure that we don't have any new DTC codes and that everything is clear. Okay, it's clear, so we'll go ahead and click on report. We'll change our report type to post repair. We'll click add. We'll add in the pre-repair as well as the diagnosis scan and click OK and OK. And now we have a completed report. And this completes the step for the mobile calibration of a 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe front vehicle camera. Thanks for watching.